Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today is the second period for revision. I said to you I'll send to you and of course I already I sent yesterday a sheet without answer and another sheet with answer. Let me complete with you today. Yesterday I stopped here in this question, okay, about flame test to test the presence of cations. But let me revise with you some important points. Like here, I have a bank of questions and I choose some questions from it. Yesterday I said to you that acid in water produce hydroxonium ion. So when I say to you H3O ion is called hydroxonium ion. It is not hydrogen, it is not water. When I have Mn plus steam, take care please, plus steam or water, I'll write the state G. It will give me oxide. This is Mn, manganese. So it will give me manganese oxide and release of water. Okay, anhydrous means what? Means without water. A base is hydrogen. Base is hydrogen what? I said to you base is hydrogen acceptor. Base is hydrogen acceptor. Okay, base is hydrogen acceptor. Iron rust in the presence of occur in the presence of oxygen and water. Not only oxygen, not only water, but occur in the presence of oxygen and water. Important, take care from these questions, please. Okay, and here the formula of copper sulfate crystals, as I wrote for you, CuSO4, 5 water molecules. Okay, to make insoluble salt, we use which method? I explained this to you in the revision sheet, precipitation method. Sodium chloride is which kind of salt? Is a soluble salt. The pH of toothpaste is 9, so it is, as the table I show you, so it is weak alkaline. Phenolphthalein is an indicator, not acid, not alkaline. To make copper sulfate crystal, we cannot add dilute sulfuric acid to copper. But I can add dilute sulfuric acid to copper oxide. We can add dilute sulfuric acid to copper carbonate. But to copper, no. Magnesium nitrate is magnesium nitrate, so soluble salt. Magnesium plus zinc oxide displacement reaction. Okay, it is redox, magnesium oxide and zinc. What is the reducing agent? The agent responsible to take oxygen? Magnesium. Okay. Also, I want from you to know that to identify halide, I have a question in the sheet about this halide. To identify halide, we add few drops of acid and silver nitrate drops. Okay, copper cation is green in color, and you will see it in the table. This copper cation, green color. Okay, I give you different ways for the way I can ask you by them. What is the reaction in which both reduction and oxidation occur? I said to you redox. Heating a black mixture of carbon and copper oxide produce pink brown copper because it's a displacement reaction. Exothermic reaction means give out energy. Iron that is coated with a layer of zinc, you will find also this question in the sheet. Coated with zinc is called galvanized iron. Reaction between acid and base to produce salt and water is a neutralization reaction. Here silver bromide, which color precipitate? You will see the table, cream. All acids contain hydrogen ions. Oxidation is loss of electrons, according to oil rig. Oxidation is loss of electrons and reduction is gain of electrons. Zinc plus copper plus sulfate, this is the ionic equation I asked from you to rewrite it in the sheet. What is the spectator? Ion SO4 negative 2. Iron hydroxide is hydroxide, so of course insoluble hydroxide. pH scale ranges from 0 to 14. I said to you, don't say 1, it is from 0 to 14. Relights a glowing splint. Which gas relights a glowing splint? Oxygen. Relights a glowing splint. This picture in chapter 17. Okay. Let's return to our sheet. To identify other common metal ions, but I will not use here the flame test. I will use adding sodium hydroxide. Important to know, I'll add what? Sodium hydroxide. It will give precipitation from copper hydroxide, iron hydroxide. Why especially I use sodium to give me precipitation? Because as you know, most of hydroxides are insoluble. Okay, so to test them also here you have a box to take the correct answer from it. A positive ion, copper ion, result of adding sodium hydroxide, blue precipitate. What is the formula of this blue precipitate? Copper hydroxide, because I add sodium hydroxide and the copper, so it will be copper hydroxide. Okay, take care, copper carry 2 charge and hydroxide 1 exchange to write correct formula. In case of green precipitate, of course I use iron. Which iron? Fe2, 2, not 3, because in case of 2 we have green precipitate and in case of 3 we have orange brown precipitate. The formula of iron hydroxide, iron 2, it will be FeOH all 2. And in case of iron 3, it will be FeOH all 3. Ammonia gas produce, not more. Okay. In case of to identify negative halides like chlorine, bromine, iodine, and so on, we add a few drops of acid. Why we add few drops of acid? I said to you to remove any impurities and make the media acidic, then add silver nitrate. Now, in case of chlorine ion, negative Cl, the precipitate will be white, and this white precipitate formula is AgCl, silver chloride. In case of bromine, it will give you cream precipitate. Please memorize this well. If your exam will be in the form of MCQ, it will be very important to choose one color like this. Okay, so bromine cream precipitate, and the formula of this precipitate AgBr. If in case of iodine, the precipitate is yellow, and the formula of this precipitate is AgI. Okay, explain as full as you can. As you see here, explanation question. The reaction between calcium carbonate and sulfuric acid soon stop. Why? Because there is a layer of insoluble calcium sulfate will form it, surround the calcium carbonate and prevent any reaction between the acid and the carbonate due to formation of insoluble layer from calcium sulfate like this. Okay, like this. The second why question, the aluminium hardly reacts at all with the dilute acid in the cold, but react with the acid vigorously after gentle heating. You have to write in cold what happened and after heating what happened. In cold there is a thin, tough or strong layer of aluminum oxide that prevent any contact between the aluminum beneath it and the acid particles. But after gentle heating, the layer is break down. The layer of aluminum oxide is removed, so it will give me a chance to see the actual reaction between aluminium and the acid. Now we have multiple choice question. A base is hydrogen ion acceptor because the hydrogen ion donor is acid. Anhydrous means without water. H3O ion is called hydroxonium ion. Manganese and water, gas, as you see, G. So it will give me oxide, manganese oxide and water. Please take care. Iron rusts occur in the presence of oxygen and air. Oxygen and air. And he asked about the formula of rust, oxygen and water. Here, oxygen and water. Okay, this space, I have to fill it with oxygen. Oxygen and water. Okay, the formula of rust is Fe2O3XH2O. The number of water molecules differ from case to case. I said to you when I explain the reactivity series, and you have to memorize well the order of the elements. So which metals in order of decreasing reactivity? The only correct answer is lithium, magnesium, zinc, and copper. Okay. As you see, this is the sheet. Okay. Now you have a revision from chapter 14 summary. You will find it Sunday, March 29. Okay, you have a revision sheet with the answer. Okay, I give you some multiple choice questions. I have here, this is my draft. I want from you to know this. What does it mean by oil rig? Oxidation is loss of electrons, but reduction is gain of electrons. Redox is a reaction which contains both reduction and oxidation. Okay, this is the draft. But I sent the copy written in computer. I search about any extra question. There is nothing. Okay, and you have a video for each chapter revision. You will find the revision of chapter 16 from your book in case of indicator, and these are the questions related to indicators. I will give it to you here. Indicators and pH like this. Okay, chapter 17, you will find a video. In the beginning of this video I put a white paper, I wrote over it revision chapter 17. Okay, chapter 17, which contain salts and how salts make and acid base reaction. Okay, like here. And chapter 18, as I said a lot, you can study it from your guidebook, page 54 and 55, and these are the experiments or tests like this. Okay, like this. Plus, don't forget that we have tests for detecting gases. Okay, I made stress on them when I revised chapter 18, like oxygen, relight glowing splints, with relight glowing splints, hydrogen squeeze with pop, in case of chlorine, damp litmus paper, in case of carbon dioxide, turn lime water milky or turbid like this. Okay, girls, I wish for you all the best. Please, if you have any question, please ask me. Send in WhatsApp, in the group, in a private WhatsApp, no problem. But don't keep any question in your mind without asking. Okay, inshallah, by this way I revised all the important things I want from you to know in grade 8. Okay, and not only for the exam, for yourself, and يعني to be I wish that I give you all good informations. Thank you and best wishes.